Dive into the world of gripping true crime stories. Uncover mysteries, motives, and investigations that will keep you on the edge. Welcome to the channel, subscribe and let's dive in. Alcatraz escape. In its prime, Alcatraz stood as the epitome of high-security prisons. Isolated on an island in San Francisco Bay, this fortress held criminals since the Civil War. But in 1934, during the peak of a war on crime, Alcatraz transformed into an impregnable facility, confining notorious figures like Al Capone and George Machine Gun Kelly, alongside the enigmatic Birdman of Alcatraz. Amidst the frigid Pacific waters, the prison's redesign boasted ironclad bars, vigilant guard towers, and rigorous checks. Yet from 1934 to its closure in 1963, 36 men attempted 14 escapes, mostly in vain. The saga unfolds with three enigmatic inmates, Frank Morris, John Anglin, and his brother Clarence. Their brilliant minds conspired behind bars. With aid from fellow inmate Alan West, the trio embarked on a daring escape plan, chiseling away at the walls to reach freedom. On June 12, 1962, a morning bed check revealed their absence. Deceptively realistic dummy heads lay on their beds, duping guards. The prison lockdown as an intensive search ensued. The FBI's pursuit led to the discovery of incriminating evidence, revealing the intricate details of the plan. As days passed, the agency's investigation uncovered an ingenious scheme. Utilizing stolen materials, including raincoats transformed into life preservers and a makeshift raft, the inmates created their escape tools. They exploited utility corridors in a makeshift workshop on the roof, methodically bypassing security measures. The escape unfurled on June 11, 1962, yet questions lingered about their fate. Did they overcome treacherous waters or succumb to the odds? The FBI's investigation concluded that their survival was unlikely due to the harsh currents and the absence of corroborating evidence. Though the official investigation closed in 1979, the mystery endures. The U.S. Marshals Service maintains vigilance should any trace of the trio resurface, preserving a chapter of audacious determination amid the confines of Alcatraz. Durkin, murder of an FBI agent. On October 11, 1925, tragedy struck the FBI when Special Agent Edwin C. Shanahan became the first agent to be killed in the line of duty. His mission was to capture Martin James Durkin, a notorious car thief with a violent history for violating the National Motor Vehicle Theft Act. Durkin was a dangerous figure, having previously wounded multiple police officers. Special Agent Shanahan received a tip that Durkin would appear at a Chicago garage with a stolen car. Despite meticulous planning, Durkin managed to outwit them, ambushing Shanahan and fatally shooting him during a struggle. The FBI launched an intensive nationwide manhunt for Durkin, whose criminal record included stealing and trafficking high-end cars. Durkin's method involved posing as a buyer at luxury car dealerships, only to steal the cars later. The FBI spread awareness about his tactics, leading to his eventual identification. After weeks of search, Durkin was located attempting to flee with a woman companion. In a daring operation, law enforcement halted the train they were on, capturing Durkin. Although Durkin faced state and federal charges, he received relatively light sentences for his crimes. He served his time in penitentiaries and was released in 1954, later passing away in 1981. Agent Shanahan's sacrifice underscored the risks faced by law enforcement agents and the FBI's commitment to bringing criminals to justice. Frank Sinatra Jr. Kidnapping. In a bold and audacious move, a group of amateur criminals orchestrated one of America's most infamous kidnappings on December 8, 1963. The ambitious duo behind the scheme, Barry Keenan and Joe Amsler, both 23-year-old former high school classmates from Los Angeles, had their sights set on Frank Sinatra Jr., the 19-year-old son of the legendary singer Frank Sinatra. Capitalizing on the chaos following President John F. Kennedy's assassination, the kidnappers struck while young Sinatra was performing at Harris Club Lodge in Lake Tahoe. Keenan posed as a delivery person and lured Sinatra to open the door, only to be ambushed and taken captive. Their plan was simple yet sinister: demand a hefty ransom from senior Sinatra. Quickly responding to the crisis, the FBI got involved. They advised Sinatra Sr. to await ransom instructions while they monitored the situation closely. The kidnappers demanded a staggering $240,000, and the FBI orchestrated a drop-off between school buses in Sepulveda, California, capturing the ransom and photographing the entire process. However, as the criminals got wind of the tightening news, one conspirator, John Irwin, grew nervous and released the young Sinatra before the ransom was even collected. The FBI meticulously gathered evidence, tracing the abduction back to the kidnappers' hideout. The pressure mounted, leading to Irwin's confession, which subsequently led to the capture of Keenan and Amsler. Despite a defense argument that suggested young Sinatra had masterminded the whole affair for publicity, the FBI's compelling evidence, including a confession letter found in a safe deposit box, ultimately led to the conviction of Keenan, Amsler, and Irwin. This daring abduction remains a compelling tale in American criminal history. Thank you for watching and follow for more.